Call 423-339-8777. 11 minutes after 8, and our friend, the marketing director of TVFCU, is Kim Gunter. Kim, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing?
Doing good. First, though, a compliment. Of course, we saw the TVFCU spots during the Super Bowl, the commercials.
Oh.
Another home run. They look great.
Thank you. We are so proud of that. It's really fun to show our area animated. Like, there's magic here in the Tennessee Valley, and it's really fun to be able to display that and give tribute to that. Did you see Mr. P, the porcupine, rafting the Ocoee River?
I saw that.
Yeah.
I almost texted you, but somebody was handing me some chips and dip or something. I don't know.
That's okay. My hands were full of food, too, so I understand.
But no, it was a great job. Well, I know that you told me last time we were together here that there's another scam going on.
Yes. Thank you so much for the opportunity to come here because, there's a lot of scams all the time, but it's been particularly hot and heavy lately, and using the Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union name. So I do want to be clear that these scammers do not know who is a TVFCU member. They just took a look at the map and said, hey, TVFCU has the most checking accounts in this area. So we're going to send a bunch of texts claiming to be from TVFCU, and we're going to provide a link. So I will say, maybe 2 weeks ago, it was texts that said there was a charge to your debit card. Follow this link and, enter your information in order to prevent your card from being blocked. So that was the big scare tactic there. Of course, if you take this text and you follow the link, it's going to ask you, it changed, but sometimes it asks you for your online banking login information. Sometimes it asks you for your debit card information, like, the number and the expiration code and the 3 digits on the back. So that was the big one a couple weeks ago, and we're like, man, this is a lot. And so we were telling people, if you get a text claiming to be from any financial institution, do not respond to that. Do not click the link. Call your financial institution and say, hey, have I had debit card fraud? I got this text. And they'll help you out, including TVFCU. All right, so we thought that was bad. Then last week, they started calling people. The scammers are calling people, and they're spoofing a phone number. Do you know what spoofing is?
Yeah, they can basically take a number and make it look like it's from somebody. Is that right?
Yes. Your caller ID is completely unreliable, people. Completely unreliable. Yeah. So you look at your phone and you're like, oh, that's coming from the TVFCU main line, which I know because I've saved in my phone. And it wasn't from us. It was from these scammers, and they're calling people pretending to be TVFCU, and they have convinced people to do some wild things. One victim we know was eventually convinced to install an app on their own phone, like they're following the directions they think is from TVFCU about their account, and they've installed this app on their phone, and they ended up sending money via Bitcoin to the scammers. And these scammers are good. Like, they start slow. It starts out like what you think is a real fraud call. Because if you've ever gotten a real fraud call, they call and they say, hey, I need you to confirm these charges. And they don't ask for any information right away, right? So it seems legit. The longer they have you on the phone, the more they're slowly either convincing you to install something on your phone or give out your information. And that was going on really hard a week ago. And so we've put out a lot of information about that. If you get a call claiming to be from your financial institution, be it Tennessee Valley or any of the local banks or other credit unions, get the name of the person you're talking to or their topic, and then hang up and call your financial institution at a number you know. Because they can't answer our phone number. Like, they can pretend to call from it, but they can't answer our phone number. That's really us. So call your financial institution and say, I got a call about fraud. Do I have fraud on my debit card? Or I got a call saying I made an account change. Have I had an account change on my account lately? And your financial institution will help you out. And then we thought we were done, and then this weekend, they went back to text. And so now everybody's getting texts that claim to be from Tennessee Valley that say there's been a change in your checking account. They've gone away from the debit card fraud thing. They're not calling people. They're still doing all those things. But the new one is there's been a change on your account. And it gives you a link, and then you follow the link, and it asks you to enter your info.
My goodness. So, and it seems as technology gets better and better, this will just keep continuing and growing and continuing.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a really good point. So I bet scammers used to have to sit and create these texts and send them out. But they have, machines now that are using AI to say what text is going to trick the most people into clicking a link. And then they send that out, and they're probably A/B testing just like we do with effective messaging. It's bonkers.
Kim Gunter pointing out a scam that's going around. Make sure and and be aware of that. All right, Kim, how can people get more information about TVFCU?
You can find us online at tvfcu.com. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and X. And there's examples of these text scams on there. So, like, you can scroll through our Facebook and see what an example of a text looks like that's a scam. And then, of course, you can call us, 634-3600, and we will answer that number.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, I know you're heading over to the Chamber of Commerce membership coffee, which is actually the Pie Center today.
What a great event venue. I'm excited.
And we'll see you there.
All right, see you there.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
It is 16.